Coach, have you had any interactions with Remy Cofield at all? Like, have you met him, or kind of how's
I've met him in the hallway and had a phone conversation with him. I'm glad we got him. Great guy. Think he's gonna do well for us.
And then Brad Shaw, we've seen. I saw him on Tuesday. Y'all went to 3-3 and the fastball starts. He looked like he's kind of lined up as an edge rusher. I think Brad Smith did a little bit of that last year. Has he got a similar type skill set as him?
Both guys are very athletic. What we're really trying to do, to be honest with you, is okay. When you look at it, you rank your 11 guys. If Brad Shaw is one of your 11, he can't be on the sideline with me. So he should be on the field. So we're just trying to figure out our way to get the best 11 on the field in different schemes. He does have pass rush ability. He's very, very smart. So he'll play the MAC, the money, the penny. He can edge rush. He can do different things. Now, from my seat, I got to be careful not to give him too much because he is so smart. And sometimes it could kind of slow a guy down because he's like that toy that you will like because he knows everything and he's really smart. But I have to be careful myself, not asking him to do too much. But yeah, he's a guy that we got to get him on the field.
And then, is there somebody on the defensive side who's flying under the radar, caught your attention? Maybe some guy that can, sneak up.
You know what? I would answer your question about 5 years ago and tell you, but with the portal, I don't know if I should even answer that. Flying under the radar, it may sneak up. Everybody on defense. Be honest with you, I won't say a name, but you can see everybody to the man. Everybody is getting better defensively and I know that's not the answer you're looking for, but, some guys are not having spring games. I'm going to do that here and not say a name and say everybody's doing well. How about that?
It seemed like there were some guys banged up in the secondary. What are sort of any notable injury updates that you have on guys?
Yeah.
Assistant coaches don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then guys on the offensive side and defensive side have been jawing at each other. Not the most uncommon thing in the world. Things are competitive, but just what's your impression of that?
Of them jawing?
Yeah, just kind of exchanging words in the last few practices.
I don't mind them talking. I don't mind them talking. Long as it's like, let me say this, we want them to talk to your teammate in the heat of the battle. Even when I played, right? I'm gonna tell you, when it's hot out there and the whistle blowing and the guy leaning on you a little bit, oh man, get your hands off me. That's how stuff happens. But it's nothing, man, it's football, man. Yeah.
And it seems like whenever the defensive guys make a really good play, that everybody on the sideline is really, really loud. Everybody celebrates it. Is that unique to this year's group? Is that something that you always see in the spring balls that you've been in?
I think the energy. No, that's not unique. That's just teams gonna celebrate. They happy for their teammates. Teammates make a play. I'm jumping around. I'm happy. That's just who I am. I'm a passionate person. I'm so happy for if a Razorback make a play, I am happy because I see the hard work they do during the week. If an offensive player catch a touchdown or defensive player make a play, Travis Williams is definitely going to be high-fiving and happy. So I'm like that parent on the sideline.
Coach, I would ask you about 2 or 3 players that was here last year, maybe didn't play that much, some maybe at all. Quincy Rhodes, Charlie Collins, and Selman Bridges.
All three
coming along.
All three, yes, all three are getting better. All three are coming along. All 3 guys will help us next year. Very, very pleased with all 3 guys.
Singletary, is he making strides?
He's doing well as well. He's having a really good spring for us as well. And he's taking the bull by the horn of just coming up, meeting with Coach Perry, and he's seeing it. He's an older guy now, so the time is now for him, and he's really, really been locked in the spring.
Caleb Wooden is a player that mentioned you a lot in the recruiting process. He knew you, and how's he coming along? I know early on he was getting interceptions and stuff. Is he still progressing pretty well?
He's doing some really good stuff for us. A smart football player. I'm glad we got him. He's a guy that understands football and is doing some really good stuff for us as well.
I wanted to ask you about Keyshawn Davila. It seems like he's playing really well, makes a lot of pass breakups and stuff. I think you tried him a little bit at the Hog, but I think maybe got away from that. But what are your thoughts about him? Just his overall
I like him. No, he's doing good, man. He's a guy that he can run. He's athletic. We trying him at different positions. He is still getting some hard reps on some third down stuff, some stuff that we're doing, and he's a guy that's progressing. He's come from junior college, so he has a skill set. He's just learning the speed of our game in the SEC and learning the playbook, but he definitely has the talent that you're looking for.
Is there a guy, I don't guess Saleh's been here a year. I think he was an April guy last year. But is there a guy that's improved as much for you as him?
Everybody on defense. They're doing a really good job improving. The coaches, Coach Adams is doing a good job coaching the defensive line, and Coach Perry is doing a good job coaching the corners, and Coach Wood with the safeties. And I don't know who the linebacker coach is, but they're getting better as well. Everyone on defense is getting better.
Okay, I'm going to flip it for you then. You guys need your numbers at some spots. You just for that alone on defense. But where have you kind of identified where you need help, whether it's depth or you need a starter or something like that on defense?
We'll know more after the scrimmage. Like obviously we have practices that we got some tape that we can see guys do practices, but it's nothing like watching a guy tackle and run to the ball. And we've done some live stuff as well. But and then the spring game will let us know. But we know a certain number that we're looking for, and Coach Pittman is giving the defense a certain number to go get, and we're definitely going to use that number to go get them.
You mentioned Nick Perry. We've talked to Coach Pittman about him a little bit since he got here, but what do you feel like he's added to the staff?
It's really been good, just that NFL background, just being in those NFL rooms. What's unique about Coach Perry is he's been on the offensive side as an offensive coach, when he was with the Falcons, and obviously he's a defensive background. He's coached defensive backs with the Seahawks, but getting that other view from the other side of being on the offensive side. So he's really been good for us, just seeing what offenses are seeing and different things like that. Very sharp coach, very, very good coach as far as being in the room with the kids. And then, when you're hiring a guy, it's all about the right mix. So like, even with hiring, when I'm talking to Coach Pittman about different candidates, I like to take my time because I just don't want to just get a guy and it's not a right fix and not the right mixture for our room. So I do think a culture of your room is very, very important, and I think we hit a home run with him.
Sam admitted, confirmed, basically, you guys recruited J.J. Shelton as a linebacker, but he's playing a lot of hog for you. I'm wondering what about him made that transition a good move for you guys, and how early were you able to kind of identify that could be a good position for him?
I think a lot of it, to be honest with you, naturally is because just the numbers. And then, it was like, okay, he's athletic enough to put him out there. And he's been doing good. He can play linebacker. He can play the nickel. When he's out there, we're in the 4-3. He's that Sam linebacker. He's another freshman that's coming along, and he'll be a lot better this summer once we install the defense again going into fall camp. Because now this will be like his third time hearing it because he heard it in January. He's hearing it now, and he's going to hear it in fall camp. So looking for him to continue to grow. But very pleased with him. I'm glad we got him.
I'm curious about what your discussions have been like with Quincy Rhodes, because obviously Landon Jackson leaves. I mean, he's kind of stepping into that role of the number one defensive end. That's a big role to step into. Are you talking about that pressure with him, or just letting him kind of go and not really worry about Landon in the past performances there?
I don't see it as pressure. I mean, we play football, so he's talented enough. He has the right attitude. Landon is landing on his, Landon going to play on Sundays, and Lord willing, Quincy will as well. I think Quincy got to be the best version of himself. I think anytime, man, you try to be someone else or you just rob the gift that the good Lord gave you. Man, be yourself. I can only be T. Will. He can only be Quincy. Landon can be Landon. So you just try not to be someone else. The pressure to try to be, man, go play football. And then every mistake he make belongs to me as the coach itself, his effort and stupid penalties. If he don't do right on the play, I didn't coach it right. So now it takes all the pressure off of him and just go, So looking for him to continue to grow. He's having a good spring for us as well.
Coach, I know you're focused on your side of the ball, but I'm wondering throughout practice, have you noticed anything from Talon? Could you tell this is his second year in Coach Petrino's system?
I got so much stuff going on defensively. But I tell you this, you notice him. I mean, he's throwing it. He can run it. He's a great human being on and off the field. And I'm glad he's a Razorback.
And when Tavion committed to y'all, I remember you posted a video on Twitter celebrating and everything. It came to a surprise to most of us. But when did you know that you were going to get him? Like, when did you know you had him wrapped up?
I think that day. That day, I you know, when you do that, a kid will say he'd come, and then I don't know if he told another coach that, so I'm watching just to make sure, and yeah, he said he's a Razorback, so I'm happy about that.
And then one more, Trey mentioned him, Danny Saili. Just where has he improved? Like, what do you like about him, and where has he made strides from last year?
You know what? Just the game is slowing down for him, and just him listening to Coach Adams and the coaching that Coach Adams is giving him, and you can see he's getting better. You can see Ian Griffard getting better, and Quincy and Charlie, the whole defensive line. But very pleased with where Danny is at.
Coach, appreciate you.
Thank y'all guys and girls. Thank y'all.